All right, let's look at what's happening in the crypto market before we head to London. There we see. Let's take a look at what's happening with Fear Greed Index this morning. I would see it's at 52 points over 100. That's neutral. Shows that the market is not afraid at this point. It's not fear. It's not extreme fear. It's neutral, but it's not greed yet. But it could be heading to greed at this point. Market cap this morning we see $1.94 trillion, trying to edge back above the $2 trillion mark. It's up 1.63%. Volume traded in the total crypto space, $109.79 billion. It's down about 1.45%, and we see Bitcoin dominance still ranging up there at 43.11%. Let's look at the price of Bitcoin at ATM, $43,914. It's up by 1.16%. We see the market there with Bitcoin spike there, trying to test that 45,000 resistance against the US dollar. Hasn't been able to get there and break it yet, but we see the bulls trying hard to get it above $45,000. Okay, Ethereum now, $2,967. It's up by 1.68% this morning. Volume traded in Ethereum, $19.10 billion. All right, let's bring in Gilbert Jokpata now, digital market analyst. Hello, Gilbert. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Ladi.
Yeah, great to have you, Gilbert. And I'm sure you're smiling because market is looking good today. but anyway, I see on-chain analysis from Glassnode shows investors are hodling, aka holding, for future gains instead of selling, despite war tension. Why is this happening?
All right, when people think the world wants to end or in time of crisis, they always buy gold. But Bitcoin is the online, borderless, and more limited version of gold, which exists out of the traditional market. We have also seen while banks in Ukraine are not being able to function, they have turned to the use of Bitcoin. We have also seen where massive donations are being sent through Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So there is high demand. And what is happening fundamentally is just a fundamental pricing in. The market presently is highly driven by fundamentals, which also shows stronger hands have dominated the market. But that Glassnode chart actually showed three interesting things. One was an illiquid supply, which shows that about 76% of coins are in wallets with no history of spending, and there is consistent dollar cost averaging taking place. It also shows a hodling wave of about 72% of Bitcoin is being held by people who have not moved their Bitcoin in the past 3 months or more. And this is crossing the border from short-term hodlers to long-term hodlers. The last chart was that of a stronger hand that shows that this coin crossing the 3 months hodling are actually being moved to exchanges, moved from exchanges to cold storage. And this is likely to continue with macroeconomic tension and what is happening in the global scene right now. We are likely going to see more institutions get in and more retail investors coming with a long-term perspective into the market. The market is no longer a baby anymore. It's not quite strong.
Quite interesting. Quite interesting. And, talking about, how easy it is to move cryptocurrency, you could practically put $1 million into a flash drive and actually cross over to another country. I guess that's one other attraction with Bitcoin there. But let's look at price. Now, any possibility of further downside?
Okay, we have always wished for institutional involvement in the market to come pumps our bag. But right now we have Wall Street present in the market. But we need to understand these people have a script they play. The present market structure is not that of a typical bottoming. After there is always a marginal breakout after a major sell-off, we always see a marginal lower low before it gets hammered out and an uptrend begins. But the present market structure have a technical problem. It just held itself and is grinding all the way up. We can probably even see the market go test 45, 47, but a downside risk isn't eliminated yet. There is a possible phase out and a weakening. We go test back a little bottom before we could form a stronger base for a takeoff.
All right, and I remember when oil was trading around $80 per barrel, and I was wondering what could take oil over $100, and this happened. But the $100,000, is it still on the cards for Bitcoin?
Yes, it is. We are not out of. We are still in a macro bull market. Yes, we may be going through a bear phase, but we are still through a macro bull market. $100,000 is not phased out yet. We still have possibilities of seeing that sooner than we probably think.
Right. All right, Gilbert, always great to talk to you. Thank you so much.